and hopefully with the right siyata d'shmaya to be able to survive these years, painful years that nobody dreamed of. The Rav, I said we need to make a new tefillah under the chuppah, because under the chuppah, what do people daven for? Nobody ever davened under the chuppah. Please Hashem, help that my son shouldn't be a drug addict, that my daughter shouldn't cut herself, that they shouldn't go out not sneeze, and that they shouldn't, like there's all these problems before the year 2000. Who saw it coming? Who could possibly, a Jewish child is a drug addict? That's for goyim. We flip real estate deals. We don't buy drugs and sell drugs and whatever. Drugs and Jews never was an item. And kids hurting themselves, Rachmana litzlan, there's not a psych ward in America that's not full of Jewish kids. And we say the story after the Holocaust, who was it that went back to the monasteries to see which kids are Jewish? He said, Shema Yisrael, and you heard, you go to any psych ward, and you say, or rehab, or trauma center, treatment facility, you say, Shema Yisrael, Hashem, you'll hear Hashem Echad coming from everywhere. Who thought? The amount of calls that I get, not from TP parents, my kids not cutting school. Cutting school used to be a big problem. Cutting themselves, suicidal, snorting all kinds of stuff. What do I do? Hatzalah being called, Shomer being called, fighting the parents, the trauma, the other kids. That's going on in Jewish homes is not to be believed that it ever could have happened. And I think that you wonderful parents that are controlling yourselves and are leaders in Klal Yisrael of how to deal with this. We Baruch Hashem B'li Ayin Hara, as soon as things calm down, usually pretty quickly, sometimes a little bit further, but pretty quick. No trauma at home, no drama, no hatzalah. We don't need shomrim. We don't need treatment centers and facilities to throw away the kids. If they choose to go to get help one day, fine. But we're not. What can I do? Kid's crazy, throw him out. Homeless kid. We don't have one homeless kid. And I just got a clip from Eretz Yisrael of hundreds and hundreds of homeless Jewish kids who grew up from they're hanging out now in the Tachana Merkazit and all over. Homeless Jewish kids, when their parents are alive and they don't know how to deal with it, Nebuch, we have our kids home. I would say 99% of our kids are home, maybe 100 of TP families. Calm, home, not doing all those terror things. So I think that you know how I feel about all of you. You have a tremendous kayach of the Ber Mayim Chaim's tefillah, to twist Hashem's arm, like he says, kitzayid bepiv, and to ask Hashem, kerachim of like us albanim, kein terachim Hashem aleinu. That's always my tefillah. I always say, kerachim of like these parents, that you could spit in their face. We had a kid calling his mother a Nazi. He would call her on a consistent basis, you Nazi. And she was able to just continue to be calm and to feed him. Why? Because it's a year later, it's 2 years later. He's calm and he doesn't call her anymore. She was now she's just communist, like not so bad. Calming things down, but the amount of inner strength. So I just want to end with what I always tell you from the Nesiv Shalom. He says, what should you do when you see a child, teenager, young adult, spinning out of control and doing averis, small and big? What should you do? And he gives hadracha. And if everybody would just start with this, I would be out of business. They wouldn't end up the spiral to stage 4. He says, Muchrachim lishleit, you have to get control. And everybody would say, Al hayeled, get control of the kid. You got to tell him, there's rules, there's consequences. This is not, even a restaurant has rules. You can't walk around like that. Grab hold of the kid. That's the common thinking of the mainstream world. The Heilige Nesiv Shalom Schus Yagan Aleinu said, Muchrachim lishleit al haruach. Get hold of your own ruach, of your own spirit, and do what? What do I do? She's breaking all the rules. He's breaking all the rules. What's the medicine? It's not short term, but his medicine works. Muchrachim lishleit al haruach. Get a hold of yourself, ula'ir elav, and awaken towards this child, this troublemaker, who's causing you aggravation and stress and difficulty and doesn't listen, and you beg him, come home on time, you beg her, don't walk out like that, and it's not working. Muchrachim lishleit Al haruach ula'oir, a love, awaken towards that kid, ahava, v'chemla, b'li gvul. Unlimited love and mercy, b'li gvul. Unconditional, unearned, undeserved, unlimited love and mercy, compassion. Nebuch, this kid is struggling. Even more than until now. And we see from the Nesiv Shalom the same as the Chazon Ish, the same as the Baal Shem Tov, the same as the collection I'm putting together. We have over 6,000 Divrei Torah and stories, authentic Torah stories of Gedolim throughout the ages of how to deal with this. Chelik Rishon is coming out to Mitzvah Hashem in a few months. And we have about 2,000 just in Chelik Rishon. The whole thing is already, it's growing and growing. Every tzaddik, Litvish, Hasidish, Svardish, all said the only medicine, like Rabbi Gershon Edelstein Shlitel Zayin Gazun said, Zuhi hatrufa hayichida. There's no other medicine. In every situation, you're always going to find you have this choice or this choice or this thing or that thing. Try this, try that. Rabbi Gershon said, Kavod v'yedidus, honor and friendship, and think about how they feel, and you'll know what they need. You'll do something, you'll say, I think that was honorable, and you see, oh, but they don't talk to me anymore, and they don't feel like hanging out with us. That's not kavod v'yedidus. Yedidus, Freundschaft, friendship. He said, Zuhi hatrufa yechida. There's no other medicine. And you parents are the ones who are doing it in the highest doses with the most giving up, selfless people in the entire world. And so just from my perspective, I look up to you, as you know, and I ask you that you should daven for each other. Have me in mind also. I wish you all a Gmar Chesima Tova, a year of tremendous Yiddish Nachas from all of your kids, a year of Simcha, and it shouldn't be so hard. I know that Hashem is going to help you. He will help you. I'm just saying, Hashem, we need it a little faster. Okay? And Nebish Zal helfen that you'll all be zeicha to walk all of your kids down that aisle to that beautiful, beautiful chuppah Kedas Moshe V'Yisrael.